Yes, alright, the lads. Welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy, and it is the end of July. Now, it's so crazy how time flies. We just entered July yesterday, and it is over. Absolutely, it is over. Congratulations to all my people in Uganda. This is a special one to you. Congratulations to all my people in Uganda. Your lockdown, or our lockdown, is actually edging closer to an end. So we pray that it actually doesn't extend. Do smash a like on the video. Do subscribe to the channel. Our like target in this video should be 300 likes. So make sure you do smash the like button up to 300 likes right about now. What are the most unreal, crazy rumors you've heard about Arsenal? I want 3 of them. In the comments below, let me know of 3 unreal rumors that you felt like these were not gonna happen. This is crazy. This is crazy. Now, for me, I have a couple of them, around 8 of them. 8 players linked with Arsenal, and I'm like, it's not happening. It's not happening. I've reported some of them. I've not reported some of them, but we're gonna speak about them from the likes of Raheem Sterling, and I'll give you my reasons. But just give me 3 of the 3 players that have been linked with Arsenal this summer, and you felt like no chance. There is absolutely no chance for Arsenal to sign that player. It's been absolutely crazy. Our like target is 300 likes. Comment target 50 comments. Let's at least the first 50 comments. I will read the first 50 comments in the next live stream. So make sure you do that. In the next live stream, I'm going to read the first 50 comments of this video. Make sure you're among the first 50 people, and I'll give a bonus as well. If in the first hour we get to more than 50, I will read all the comments in the first hour of this video after publication. Let's get into it. So we've been linked to a couple of players, really, and look, this is a free one as well. It's a no stress video. We've been linked with a couple of players, or almost. I think I've done more than 200 videos about Arsenal transfer rumors, and we have only signed in 3 players. That shows you how our transfer business is so fast in the media, but very, very slow on ground. 3 players in, 2 players out, only 5 players are confirmed done deals. The rest, it is still rumors and rumors. And of course, we do have more rumors. Ruben Neves, there is an update. We have an update on a couple of other players, like the likes of Locatelli, and we'll speak about them later. Let's get into it. Let's get the party started. Number 1 is Raheem Sterling. Now, when we were linked with Raheem Sterling, everybody was over the moon. There were so many reasons. City wants him out and things like that, and Mikel Arteta is interested in him and things like that. But honestly, Raheem Sterling, 26 years of age, if you look at his goal contribution at Manchester City, he's not a player they're letting go. He's not a player that just throwing now because they're bringing in Jack Grellish. Grellish is good. Grellish is class. Grellish is world class. Sterling is a world class player at Manchester City. If you look at the number of goals he scores for them, the number of chances he creates for them, the number of runs per 90 he makes as a player on and off the ball, he's been groomed perfectly into that Pep Guardiola player. Despite the fact that you might think he's wasteful, yes he is, but for City he is a hero. And when Arsenal were linked with Raheem Sterling, under the basis, under the justification that the player actually is loved by Mikel Arteta and City would love to sell him, yes, it made a lot of sense. The justification made a lot of sense, but absolutely there was no way Arsenal would get Raheem Sterling, because I think he is untouchable of Manchester City. What do you think? That is number 1. Crazy story number 2. Crazy transfer number 2. Still Manchester City. Riyad Mahrez. Now, Riyad Mahrez was a possible one in terms of pricing and terms of leaving Manchester City, because if they get in Jack Grellish, you could think, you just think about it, they can afford to lose Riyad Mahrez, because what Grellish gives you is what Riyad Mahrez gives you, and even more. So you could they could lose Riyad Mahrez and bring in Jack Grellish. That one was possible. But again, Riyad Mahrez is coming from City to Arsenal. There was no way that one was gonna happen. There was no way he was leaving a club with Champions League, a manager like Pep Guardiola, a title contender every season, to come into that relegation battle at Arsenal. There was no way. So I thought that one was wrong as well. I never believed in it. Number 3, Jack Grellish. Now with Grellish, he started the window. With for Arsenal, and I think the player we opened the window with, a lot of rumors, a lot of talk, was Jack Grellish. If you still remember, it was Jack Grellish. With Jack Grellish, I spoke about him quite a lot in the opening days of the window. But I said this one is a deal that was never going to happen. Grealish would join Arsenal. I think if you look at his ambitions as a player, you think Arsenal is not the best destination. The talent and ambitions, you think he should be playing for a Manchester United, a City, or a Chelsea, or a Liverpool. But the price as well, £88 million. Arsenal was never going to pay that. In excess of £88 million, Arsenal was never going to pay that. Many Arsenal fans wanted Grellish. Everybody wanted Grellish. Everyone wants Grellish in their side. For me, Arsenal linked with Grellish is something that I wrote it off right from the start. I wrote it off. I thought Arsenal will never get Jack Grellish. The price was ridiculous, honestly. Let's be honest. That price was really, really ridiculous. £88 million, in excess of that. Arsenal tabling that. We would even struggle to buy him at £50 million. We would struggle. Why would we buy him at 100? So I wrote that one. I crossed it out as well. The other crazy story that was also endorsed by Fabrizio Romano was Achraf Hakimi. Because what Fabrizio said is Arsenal are big admirers of Achraf Hakimi, but the player wants to play in Champions League, and the price tag is in excess of 70 million euros. Finally, he signed for PSG for 70 million euros. Again, Arsenal signing a right back or a right wing back. 70 million euros. It was unbelievable. There was no way you're gonna convince us that Arsenal were gonna pay 70 million euros for Achraf Hakimi. It was crazy because right from the start, Inter Milan had actually put out their prices for everyone to see. 70 million euros or no deal. Chelsea tried to sign him at 60 million euros. The deal failed, and finally he went to PSG. I didn't see Achraf Hakimi join Arsenal as our new right back. We wanted him. If it was from Madrid back then, from Real Madrid to Arsenal, that would work. Or from Borussia Dortmund to Arsenal, that would work as well. But comparing the two good seasons he has had, behind him at Inter Milan, winning the league there, at Dortmund, performing so well there, you never expected the Moroccan international to sign for Arsenal, and it never did. It was crazy. I didn't have any hopes in it. I have not really talked about numbers. Saul Niguez is the other one. Now we will link with Saul Niguez. Obviously, we do need a central midfielder, and one of the names that have come on the list is Saul Niguez. Now, Atletico Madrid are looking to sell the player. That makes it easy. That makes it doable. But in terms of the player coming down to Arsenal, it's impossible. It's not there. If you look at the clubs interested in him, United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Juve, I absolutely don't see Saul Niguez crossover from Atletico Madrid after winning the title, then dropping down to Arsenal. There's so many questions we ask ourselves in transfers. How attractive is the club you're leaving, and how attractive is the club you're going to? Honestly, I think if it's not for a player wanting to play for a club like Thomas Partey to Arsenal, I absolutely don't see Saul Niguez joining Arsenal. That one was another crazy rumor. Absolutely crazy. Sergiño Dest is another one. Now, Sergiño Dest has already turned down an opportunity to join Arsenal, Dortmund, and Bayern Munich. He said, I want to stay at Barcelona. I want to play here. I want to do my business at Barcelona. And we do respect that. But with all due respect, there was no again Arsenal was going to get Sergio Dest. Yes, I talked about the wage bills, the financial demands and financial difficulties Barcelona have, and maybe they could look to offload some players. But he's of all of them, not Sergio Dest, really. And I didn't see Sergio Dest with all the competition that we had, Bayern Munich and a couple of other clubs. I didn't expect Sergio Dest to pick Arsenal over Bayern Munich. So it was never gonna happen, and I think it was crazy as well. Lastly is Jaden Anderson. We spoke about Jaden Anderson, didn't we? And what I told you is Liverpool would be crazy to let go of such a player at the moment. They have lost a senior midfielder in Gigi Wijnaldum. They can't afford to lose another. Now, there are so many reports Arsenal's leading the race to sign Jaden Anderson. Where were they coming from? Because I did look at them. I saw them. I looked at the story. And I was like, come on. He would add a lot to the Arsenal side. Don't get me wrong. Like I say, I say that I won't go back on my words. He would add a lot. But we wouldn't get him. Liverpool are not that stupid. They wouldn't just let us. You know what? This guy, Jaden Anderson, check him. It's not like that. He's a very integral part. If it's a system, he's a motor. He's one of the. I think if he's not the heart, he is the brain in that midfield. He's so reliable. I think he is the heart or the lungs of that Liverpool midfield. With Jaden Anderson, you have a lot on that pitch. Leadership, experience, mentality, character, all together. So I never thought Liverpool would sell, and that was another crazy story. But deep down in the comments, let me know what are the 3 crazy transfers that either I could have done them, you could have seen them anywhere, and you told me, and you just feel like this is fake. Yeah, I know there are stories I do and I react to, because that's what I do. I bring in stories and react to them, and many of you feel like, Cossy, this one is never gonna happen. What are the stories? What are those never gonna happen stories that you have seen in this transfer window? My name is Cossy. I'll speak to you in the next one.